What's up, everybody? Dreadnought Ryan. Welcome back to the Island of Misfit Toy Collectors. And this is my Cobra Convergence 8 video. And I want to talk about how do you display your toys. I want to clean up my mess that I have with all my G.I. Joe Classified. I have them displayed too many different ways. I want to create a world where I can have my toys displayed in some sort of action. If I want to blame the gentleman who takes those great photos for the G.I. Joe team, or for Marvel, or for Star Wars, shooting the galaxy, where he just makes these figures stand out through different world building. That's what I want to get to. But first off, I want to send a big special thank you to HCC788 Brian. Please enjoy your retirement, my friend. I hope you find the happiness and new adventures that you're looking for. But sir, even though you're getting out of collecting G.I. Joe, you're selling off some of your collection, doing that different parts, you are still part of this community no matter what. The hard work, the patience, the kindness that you've shown so many of us over the years means that you have a lifetime membership, my friend. This is like winning the U.S. Open or the Masters. You can come back anytime that you want, and we'd be happy to have you on, as well as I want to hear about those new adventures that you're having. But good luck, my friend. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for starting this Cobra Convergence. And it's been great, and I hope you get to enjoy your time. All right, folks, so let's get started. This is the mess I have. I am sick of looking at all my action figures in boxes, and no, these are not all mint in boxes. These have been opened. I like to keep my toys or my figures and their accessories together because I hate little baggies. I hate having to write on there what they are and then forgetting and moving. So it's just easier for me personally. Keep them in the boxes, and I know I have everything that's supposed to go with that figure with them. Thought process is I'll be able to take this real estate that I have there, these giant fixtures. I mean, they are like 4.5 feet long. They have like 18 inches deep. They're just great for putting up some diode displays or some battlefields, whatever it is I'm going to try. And then take these boxes, put them in some sort of storage unit, and then I can put them downstairs in my basement. This should allow me to, or will make me at least, kind of rotate through either seasonally or whenever I get that wild hair, to rotate some figures in and out, just depending on what kind of display that I want to build out. Hey, and that's the whole idea of it is, maybe I want to do ninjas right now, and then maybe I want to do a Serpentor's throne room or a Dr. Mindbender's laboratory, or maybe I just want to have a big battlefield where Joe and Cobra are fighting each other, and I can put the Hiss and the Vamp and the Dragonfly all together. Or maybe I'm going to build something for Roboskull and Skeletron where they're going to fight Cobra. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do before all this stuff starts hitting. And I'll be honest, it's just stuck right now, and I'm sick of looking at it. I also had figures displayed like this, which, yeah, this is great. You have all these figures displayed, but they're just flat. Now, I've seen folks like my boy Tony Romo, who has those great IKEA displays, but I guess those are now discontinued. And, he has steps so that it lifts the back rows up, so it really makes a more impactful display. Just keeping all these on the shelves, it's nice. I can look at them, pick the figures up, but it's just not telling the story that I want it to. What do you guys think? Do you like to display your figures like this, or do you keep them in a box? What kind of displays do you have? I know my buddy Ken from Toy Connections had those great cabinets that he uses to display his figures. I know folks have had shelves built into their wall, and that allows them to put all of their figures up, but they can also keep, some of the boxes with them, so it makes, even a better display. Heck, people have tables, bookcases, you name it. I've seen it used to display these figures. But I want to get to a point where I want something action-filled, something that tells a story, and it makes me play with my figures again. So this is what I'm thinking. I have this Dreadnought display. This has been one that I have worked on for a few years now. I keep adding stuff, taking stuff away. I bought a number of different pieces to kind of make it look more swampy or jungly, if that's even a word. But it's also customizing the figures out so that they really look more impactful, and I can show to myself, to my friends, to all of you, my version of what these figures should look like, what they can do, and just have fun with them. I've had these little 6x6 squares, which I had picked up off Amazon. You can put like a couple figures in them. You can use them to take some really cool photos, but they also are pretty fun to use for, just setting up a small dio. This is my Zartan, after the music Cold Slither. Picked up a number of different props from like Amazon and from Bad Mother Tattoo, that kind of just added to it. So I want to do more of this stuff as well. One, because I find it kind of funny, and two, I just think it's a fun way of displaying your figures, telling stories. You can send these pictures to your buds, or share them on social media, and hopefully that makes other people's day. But if I'm sitting through a meeting or building reports or whatever for work, I can just look over and kind of giggle at what I've set up. Another great one that I love. This is fun with my dreadnoughts. They're doing stuff they're not supposed to. Zorana's has no chill, and she's gonna make Ripper pay for it. But these are just like these fun displays you can put together for a couple weeks, and then change them out, add some different features. With all the different sub teams we have now for the classified line, I'd really like to be able to do some cool stuff with that. I've seen folks, build out their Night Force ranks and put that display together. That looks awesome. We have all the ninjas now, and we'll continue to get more of those. So, I want to build something like that. And then, of course, with Nemesis Enforcer, and I was once a man Cobra Commander, I need to have some sort of throne room Cobra display as well. So I do have the real estate for that stuff. I just need to figure out how we're going to do it. And again, you can change these out. How I have my Dreadnought set up today is different than this one, but I was able to mix and match in different figures. You can see Shadow Tracker. I have a custom bat. I have a custom Dreadnought in the back of this. It just allows me to create the world the way that I see it, and play with the toys that I want. I do need to add Copperhead in here because people pointed out, let's be honest, he really is a Dreadnought. There's stages that you can use as well. So if I just want to do my Dreadnoughts, maybe I get another stage from Toy Hacks, and then I can just put up a quick display with them. I kitted out pretty much all of my Dreadnoughts with gridiron stuff, just because I did want to customize my figures to create a version of them that's how I see them. If you watched Walking Dead, I think that's Lucille's the bat's name. So I figured that would be great for Zartan. I swapped out Nagahide's gun with a 50 cal that I got from Gridiron. Zorana had that little kind of saw gun. So this is something from Gridiron that has a chainsaw and machine gun. And then, of course, Ripper, Torch, and Buzzer, getting them new updated equipment as well, too. Just helps build to that display, but also it will be fun if I'm ever trying to have them chop up Joes or doing whatever it is. And again, just adding different ways of how you look at your figures can really change the way that a display looks. And yes, this is my current His Tank display. And yeah, I know the Cobra officer is getting run over. He did fall off while I was taking the picture. And I just said to myself, nope, Joe shot him and they're just running away and they're going to run him over. Sorry, OSHA. This is my current Dr. Mindbender's laboratory that I've been working on for the last couple of years as well. A lot of these items are 3D printed. I picked up some different stuff from different lines. That's like a Halo pod back there, but it does fit the G.I. Joe figures, really well. And with that Energon universe, zombie, toxo, vipery thing, I think it would be great to add to this, as well as if I can get my hands on that I Was Once a Man Cobra Commander. But this would be a fun display out to build out too, to really kind of help show how evil Cobra is. And then the fun part, picking up different bits and pieces that I have for some of these. So the contraband, if you will, is a white eraser cut up and wrapped in saran wrap. The gold bars are just 3D printed items that were painted gold. The crates here were created by White Vegeta. Um, Mike did a great job with these. You can check him out on Instagram. But I picked these up for him. These are made out of foam. They are just amazing. I put Mars stickers on them. You can store either weapons in them, or like I said, the gold or money or contraband, whatever you would like. This is an item that I picked up from Gridiron. So this was a loadout for Destro, but you can see it's got cash and it has gold bars. And of course, this is something that the Dreadnoks would steal. And then my contraband palette. I picked this up off of Etsy. It weighs absolutely nothing, but it looks awesome. And let's be honest, if they're Dreadnoks, they're trafficking in different things to help generate revenue for the Nox, if you will. So this is another thing. Now I'm starting to look at Etsy and finding different stores that I could go to really kind of build out my worlds. And I wanted to share some of them with you guys just to see where I've gotten some of these ideas. But a lot of these folks are making some really cool stuff. So if you've seen any stuff in my dios that you'd liked, these are some of the places that you can go and find them. If you are looking for weapons, I know Gridiron stuff is costlier than what others. Go and check out Arsenal of Pew Pews. They're great. Toxicity Toys has some of the best blast effects that you can add to your G.I. Joe classified stuff. And just little additions at some of the different Etsy stores that you can go to. Some of these actually were recommended by a lot of you guys for where I could find some of that stuff. So Geek Style Dioramas has a lot of great stuff. That's where I found the contraband. Grime City has, hand painted, printed items that you can use to help build out your dioramas, which I'm going to go back and look at him. Toy 3D Prints has some really nice items that you can use to build out your dioramas as well. And then, of course, Pixis Design, when he is back up and running, has head sculpts, vests, guns, whatever it is that you can really customize your figures. Same thing with Muchas Gracias. He has a drum set and some guitars that I think I want to do a Cold Slither display since I do have multiples of my Dreadnoks. For weapons, go check out Mark II Toys. These are, this is Mark's toy page, which has injected molded items. So these aren't 3D printed. These are, what you would get from either Hasbro, from Valaverse, from Mattel. And they're pretty good price. He has a couple different packs out there where you can pick up, I think like $15, but you get a number of different weapons for them. Of course, our good friends over at Gridiron. These guys just keep coming out with some of the crazy stuff out there. And this is helping me decide on what kind of things I want to add to my dios too, because, some of these extras or add-on items really help you focus on how you want your displays to look or what the feel of them are going to be as well. Jay's Armory, another great place to go to for head sculpts, for accessories, for weapons, for just different accessories if you want to do. He has a number of different bat parts. So if you're trying to, redo the Sergeant Slaughter versus all the bats from the cartoon, you can get a number of different hand pieces that can really set apart the bats that you may have fighting Slaughter. And then there's Mark II Designs. This is where you can go if you are, someone who does print, 3D prints, or you have either resin or the filament. You can use these different designs. He also does put stuff that he has printed out here as well. So you can pick up some amazing stuff from him. Again, Muchas Gracias Design. I have nothing but positive things to say about this. If you want the classic Cobra Eels backpack spear gun, go check this out. He has Both of those, you can paint them up real easy and just make your figures feel more vintage than what we've seen so far with the classified. And of course, Big Bad Toy Stores. If you were looking for dio pieces, there are a number of different cardboard style dio layouts that you can get. Big Bad Toy Store is a great place to go and get these. It's $4 flat rate shipping. You can put them in your pile of loot, and just get those different pieces. They also have I believe it's called Connects or something like that, but they are giant Lego type style pieces where you can put together like little apartments or a skate park or like a subway station or even jail cells. I have a number of these pieces that I'll be using for my dio displays as well. In this diorama prints, these are printed on cardstock. They are priced more competitively than what some of the dio pieces that you'll see on Big Bad Toy Store. These are just flat sheets, but what you can do is you can put them either at the back of your dioramas or on cardboard or whatever, using some double stick tape, or, if you will. But these are really great just to build little small sets or to give you that background that you might need to really set your display apart or bring life to it of what you're looking for. And then finally, the best place to go and look for a lot of this stuff. I mean, if you're looking for what I want to say, soil or dirt, check out the kinetic sand. Not only can you get it in bags, you can get it off Amazon, Walmart, Target. It's easy to clean up. It doesn't make as big a mess as what like real sand or dirt would do. It also comes with, you can get them in, treasure chests, different things like that. But if you want to have something, where you can put down for, some sort of soil, the other great part is because of the kinetic sand, if you put your figure's feet in there, it helps to hold them. So you don't need stands for everything. And then for, background pieces, you can go ahead and you can use, stuff from the aquarium. Excuse me, sorry about that cough. Aquarium or reptile stuff. I've picked up the backgrounds I have for his tank and my dreadnoughts are basically cloth, and you just put it onto a piece of cardboard in the back. They're made for reptiles, so if it gets dirty, you can just wash it. It's not paper, so I don't have to worry about it tearing. But these are all great places to go and look for them as well, too. So it all comes down to, where do I want to go with this? I know there's tons of stuff out there that I can use, and it's just deciding on what I want to do with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know I do want to go into some sort of world building, maybe throw some ideas out there on what worlds I could build. Maybe for RoboSkull, I need to have some sort of space station, or I don't know. But, getting creative and doing this stuff is what makes playing with your toys fun. And at the end of the day, that's what they are. They're toys. Let's enjoy them. But again, thank you everyone for your support. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great Cobra Convergence 8. Go check out hcc788.com, where you can see all the different creators who've added to the Cobra Convergence, and you can go check some of them out. But for that, I'm going to call it a day. Wherever you're at on the Island of Misfit Toy Collectors, I hope you're having a great day, night, evening, whatever. But more importantly, yo, Joe. Talk to y'all soon.